All right, let's talk about the energy drink market. It is packed, right? Well, there's a new contender making some noise. It's called Dino Luzzi, and it's branding itself as an Italian revolution in a can. So let's dive in and see what that's all about. And they are not shy about it at all. Ignite your energy with Dino Luzzi, the Italian powerhouse taking over. I mean, that's a pretty bold claim right out of the gate. They're not just selling a beverage, they're selling an image, this idea of an Italian powerhouse. So let's see if there's any substance behind the sizzle. So, this revolution, what is it really? Well, the core idea is to make you think of Dino Luzzi not as just another energy drink, but as a premium experience, really leaning into those Italian roots to stand out from the crowd. Their whole game plan is to blend what they're calling an authentic Italian flavor with a really powerful energy boost. The goal? To shake up a very, very crowded market by offering something that feels a little more, refined. Okay, marketing and a cool Italian vibe are one thing, but what are you actually drinking? Let's peel back the label and see what the company says makes Dino Luzzi so different from everything else on the shelf. First up, and this is a big one for a lot of people, is the taste. They claim to have cracked the code on that weird metallic aftertaste that so many energy drinks have. They're promising a cleaner, more refreshing flavor. And for those of you who are counting, it comes in at 115 calories per can. So they're clearly targeting folks who want that energy kick, but are still keeping an eye on their daily intake. So where does all this maximum energy come from? Well, it's a cocktail of B vitamins. You've got B2 for your body's energy supply, B6 for muscle repair, so think post-workout, and B12 for healthy blood and nerve cells. And a big plus for many, it's got zero fat and zero cholesterol. So we know what's in the can, but who's it for? I mean, who is the ideal person cracking open a Dino Luzzi? Turns out, the company has a very specific vision for its community. They're aiming squarely at a few key groups: gamers battling it out in esports, athletes looking to smash their personal bests, students just trying to survive exam week, and really just a whole category of ambitious go-getters. The one thing they all have in common? They need focus and energy to perform at a high level. And this tagline really just nails their whole vibe, doesn't it? It's not just about getting through your to-do list. It's about making the drink feel like an essential part of your biggest, most exciting moments. It's a lifestyle thing. Now, the story gets even more interesting because it goes way beyond just the drink itself. To really understand the whole picture, you gotta look at the corporation that's pulling all the strings behind the scenes. The brand is owned by the Italian Food and Beverage Corp, or IFBC for short. And here's the kicker. IFBC is a publicly traded company. Its ticker is IFBC. This means Dino Luzzi isn't just a product you buy. It's a key asset for a company that you can actually invest in. And speaking of the business side of things, IFBC reported a 30% increase in sales last year. A 30% spike. That is not small potatoes. That's the kind of growth that definitely gets people's attention. So after a year of growth like that, the big question is always, what's next? Well, let's take a look at IFBC's game plan to make Dino Luzzi an even bigger name, with a laser focus on the US market. Their expansion playbook is pretty clear and has three main moves. First, they're sponsoring events, hitting up university tech and racing scenes to build awareness from the ground up. Second, they're teaming up with pro gamers, a super smart way to connect with their core audience. And third, they're just making it easier to find, pushing their products onto Amazon and into more retail stores. So let's wrap this up. What we have here is a product that claims a unique taste, has a very clear target audience, and is owned by a public company that's showing some impressive sales growth and has a clear plan for the future. So it's no surprise that the sources we're looking at are framing this as a potential stock to watch. Which leaves us with the big question. With its slick positioning, its targeted marketing, that reported growth, and a clear strategy to expand, is this so-called Italian stallion about to become a major player in the energy drink game? I guess only time will tell.